we are a little bit late on reviewing Running Man, but some of you guys have already seen it on our Instagram. Why?
We got married.
It got cut off.
We got married.
But yes, we are married more, so we did our wedding. So we watched the episodes yesterday and just behind our review and stuff like that. And we're so exhausted, so...
This is a time change for us, guys.
Yeah, it's like that.
For everybody who doesn't live in California, you guys don't know the struggle of having time change. Because
I
apparently...
think it's not California, it's the United States, period.
No.
Just California?
Only like California and I think like Arizona has it. Every other state doesn't have it. So I don't understand why, but yeah.
So today we are reviewing Running Man 442.
4-2.
So we do not have reaction videos because we watched this episode and we were exhausted and we're just like, let's watch, let's relax and just have a laugh. Yeah. So for this one, it's called The Returning Student. So there are a bunch of freshman team going back, and freshman people in their team, they're going to college, Korea. When they do, you go to college, you get in a group and pretty much get to know each other, so you make friends and stuff like that when you go to college.
Right.
And like we said before,
it's very different from America. Yeah.
But then, they don't accept returning students. They kind of look down upon them. So for this one, our guesses are, we have Hang Da Kam. I don't know. That's her. They said that's her new name, so I forget what her own name is.
Han Da-kum.
Like you. Han Da-kum. And there's Hong Ji-young. And then there's the new variety girl, which is Kum Se-rok. So those three are the girls joining the Running Man members for so as freshmen. So they all start off making introductions of freshmen, junior, freshman. You make introduction of what you are and everything like that, who you are, and they are told that among them there is one returning student who is trying to stop them from winning the prize and stuff like that towards the end. And every missions they go through, the returning student has a mission that they have to complete, and that returning student, if that returning student completes the mission, the prize is given to the hint is not given to the members. But if the returning student does not complete the mission, the actual hint is given to the members to know who is the returning student. And if the freshman's team finds out who is the returning students at the end, they win. If not, 3 people get water bomb.
Yes.
So, should we reveal who the returning student is?
Not yet. Let's kind of go through the episode. So,
the first
game
they play is pretty much Ajushi don't know these games because he doesn't watch it. But if you watch Korean dramas, you've seen them play. They sit around a circle and they play a game, kind of like those ones where they do stuff like this and they say names, they call out each other and stuff like that.
It's kind of like they're going through the whole process of how the freshmen will have to go through. For those events. And so the first was kind of like an icebreaker type of game.
Yeah, it was like icebreaker. So.
But they had to find out which one they wanted to play.
Yeah, so only the girls understood how to play it. The guys were just kind of like clueless on how to play. And so they swapped it up to, what is it?
They were just doing a bunch of different ones. They did the orange game.
There's the orange game, so orange. And then it goes pass on to a different person. The person builds another orange, so it's like imagining orange. So the orange is supposed to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and the penalty is the person who fails to do it, they have to drink that one drink.
I don't know, I forget what it's called, but it's a detox lemon drink that's like extremely sour.
If you guys have seen Achi and our dance exercise review, I actually drink those as a way to help with my skin and detox and help me with my weight management. And Ajashi has never tasted them before. So after we watched this, I was like, that's what I drink. It's just I add water to it, so it's not as extremely sour. And Ajashi took a shot of it, and he was like, oh, that woke me up.
Yeah. If anybody's drunk, take a shot of that, you wake right up. Drunk.
So they have to drink those, and then they go on playing games like that, and then they start playing singing songs where the song has to contain a certain word, and then they go on to playing the farting game, who farted, but it's like singing, stuff like that. It went on and on and on and on, and then the PD said that the returning student actually completed their mission.
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Oh yes, he did.
Yeah.
Because the returning student has to have
Okay.
So the returning students has to become the Black Knights to the woman and say that, I'll drink for you. The penalty shot.
No, the returning student, the first mission of the returning student, he had to address every single women member in a way of being an oppa to them, to every single one. So at the beginning, the returning student tried to do that, but he only did it to 3 people, and he didn't do it to all 5.
Yeah, but he also tried to do it during when they were. It was also when it was the drink. Yeah, he said that Oppa will drink for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did in the beginning, and that was for the mission. And so he tried to do that, and then that'll be Oppa will be the Black Knight for you. I'll drink for you. He tried to do that, and one of them was just like, and then they call him Oppa, and so and then the other one was just like, and so he fell on 2 of them. Yeah.
So because he didn't get all 5 of the members, then he failed the mission. But they don't reveal, like, just because he failed it, they don't reveal it until like the mission ends for that first part. So at the end of that first part, the winner of that was Seb, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then they revealed that the returning student failed at completing the mission. So
they explain.
They
explain what the mission.
Yeah,
was.
Then they explained what the mission was, which kind of like gave out the hint.
Yeah.
Then they went to the next place, which was
for lunch.
And
first place.
Instead of waiting till the end to explain the mission of the returning student, they told it right from the start.
Yeah. So what they did was they said, first place, you guys are going to play pretty much volleyball, kicking the volleyball over the net. First place for lunch, you're gonna get samgyeopsal, pork belly grill. Second place, ramen. Third place is seaweed and rice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got split up into groups. And the PD reveals that the returning student cannot place first place.
Yeah, so the returning student has to either get second or third place.
And they started playing, and Kwasu was just horrible.
Yeah.
He did his signature head bump the ball.
His face bump. Now they changed the ball. It wasn't a soccer ball. It was those big red bouncy
gym balls.
And so it made it a little bit harder for them to play with. But not only that, the members were also trying to figure out, okay, so if we know what the mission is, we're going to try and see, who's suspicious now. And really, the suspicions fell really hard on Kwangsu and Tagum because they both really suck.
She dodged the ball.
Yeah.
She hit the ball with her hand, and she kicked the ball the wrong direction. Kwangsu was just like, mine, but he was
He really sucked.
And all this stuff like that. So it got the 2 of them, and then their team got kicked off. And then it was Kim Ja-kook's team versus Jae-suk's team. And Kim Ja-kook's team started aiming at Haha. And it was so obvious. Haha was just like, oh, Byone, the ball slipped. Oh, the ball slipped. And so they're like, oh, he's weird. why is he doing that? So Kim Jong-kook placed first place and Jae-suk's team placed second place. So it ended up being Haha, Kwang-soo, and Tagam, three of them being suspicious, but they're like, it's Tagam, because she was just like so obvious, like, come on, the ball is right in front of her, she can kick it, but she decides to dodge it. The ball is coming at her, she can headbutt it, but she decides to go and so they're just kind of like,
Plus she's really weird.
Yeah.
And they were suspecting her right from the first mission, because when the PDs explained what the mission was, everyone started thinking about how she kept referring to like old times and singing old songs and talking things in an old way and bringing up old games. So they were suspecting it was her.
Yeah, and then she was weird. She kept humming and she wasn't talking, and they're like, what are you doing? Like, you're weird, and you get weirder and weirder and weirder, And so they immediately suspect that it's her. And then they went on to the
final place, the final mission. And in the final mission, they had to join up in pairs. And
the last person who doesn't get picked.
You guys remember the episode that they tied the
first
hoodies?
RPG.
Yeah, the first RPG episode that they tied the hoodies, and then they had to like read the words. Yeah, so they did like a variation of that. They put it behind the back, two of them, and they blindfolded the other member. And so the two members who were trying to see
their hands are tied.
the words, their hands were tied together, but then they couldn't say what the word was. They had to explain it, and then that member would guess what the word was. So
they started off picking.
They got to pick their own members by the men picking the women, and the women could reject the men. Not only that, but they were kind of discussing, okay, who's safe and who's not.
Yeah, so they all picked their partners, and they left Tagam. So she didn't play, so she was out the whole time. And she was just kind of like, whatever, you know.
What the funny thing that happened at the end there was, the members, they picked each other, and at the end it was between Jae-suk, Tagam, and Sukjin. And Jae-suk was like, you know what? I would rather have a girl, but I want to be safe first, so I'm gonna pick Jae-suk-jin.
No.
Yeah, Jae-suk picked Jae-suk-jin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Suk-jin was like, okay, I take you too. And they left Tagam out, and that was the first time ever that a guest got left out.
Got left out, so she got left out, so she watched them play. And then, some of the stuff which is, rough, easy, straightforward, and we get our dirty players.
Yeah, it was Jae-suk versus Kwang-soo, and the dirty players, and Seb was the narrator of the fights. So we're not gonna spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it. But that part was hilarious, and we laughed a whole lot on that part.
Sesa was just narrating like it's the Biktogi and the Giri fight, and it was just hilarious, and it just got so dirty, and then it went on, and then Kwang-soo ended up going up against Kim Jong-kook, and it's the Giri versus the Horangi.
Yeah.
And like Kwang-soo did not give up on Kim Jong-kook, and they kept fighting and fighting and.
To the point where Jae-suk threw in the flag for Kwang-soo. He went in and said, "This is the word."
The word was something about a letter, and what is it? Kwang-soo was like throwing the hint to someone, and Jae-suk goes, "Papuya, I was giving the answer to Ji-hyo, not you."
Yeah. So, but at the end, what happened was the returning student completed the mission,
and all the missions were revealed.
And then they revealed all the mission again to everybody, and that really boiled the suspicions down to two people, to Tagam and Haha. But Kwang-soo saved Haha because when they were suspecting Haha, Kwang-soo said something about how it can't be Haha. And when he did that, then everybody suspected Tagam.
Yeah.
And they voted.
And she got
and she
picked.
got picked, and
They
it turned
re-
out that she was
Not the returning.
not the returning student. Yep.
So
And it was Haha. Haha was the returning student, Steve Jobs.
he was dressed like Steve Jobs.
But he was the returning student, so because he won, the members, the freshman members, had to pick 3 members to get water bomb, and it ended up being our unlucky trio.
Yeah, but they started playing the
They played the Game of Wits again
Game of Wits.
to pick, and somehow it ended up being them. It ended up being
Jisoo and Sukjin, and then they had to pick between Kwang-soo and
And
Hagam,
Hagam.
and then they're like, you know,
we'll just pick between us.
let's just pick between us and let's all go. So the 3 of them got water bomb.
Yeah.
We're just talking like this, but it is a really relaxed episode. But
Mm-hmm.
they had some really hilarious things among themselves, and these 3 guests fits right in with them.
Yeah, the 3 guys did really.
Yeah.
They were really good. They played and they had fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they didn't get. I didn't feel like at any point in time in the episode did the guest members like they didn't get overshadowed by the members, which
Yeah.
was really good. Like, and especially for the new girl,
Se-rook.
yeah, especially for her because she's new, and typically when you have new people showing up on Running Man, they don't know what to do.
Yeah,
And but she came in and she just
knew exactly what to
she
do.
came in and she clicked immediately. So it was great to see like all the members, the guest members, like really click really easily,
Yeah.
and that made the episode like flow really really well.
Yeah, so that is it for episode 442. And we do get the preview for 443,
Yep.
which is the title of Finding Out the Secret of the Boxes.
I'm looking forward to this one. I am really looking forward to this
We'll
one.
explain the 3 teams they end up getting put in. The green team is Jae-suk and Kwang-soo. The yellow team is Sukjin, Jihyo, and Sepsen. And the red team is Haha, Kim Jung-kook, and Seomin. So they were given items to go in auctions and all this stuff from what we see. And they end up meeting certain guests and stuff like that. And Kwang-soo's item that he had to auction was himself.
A life-size poster
poster
board of him
from a
from his-
accidental detective too. So that was Kwang-soo's
Yeah.
that he had to auction, but he was carrying that around and all this stuff like that.
The members that go auction, I think they can auction it to just anybody or to guests, to people, to celebrities. And we do get to see like Sukjin tries to auction off an item to Monster X. So you Monster X fans, you guys are definitely gonna want to watch that episode just to get to see them.
My sister is a new Monster X
But
fan.
there's a lot of guests, and we do get Sanyeop coming back to kind of just
and he brought something.
he
to
brought
me.
something to them. So it looks like it's going to be a very very running around type of episode. They're going to be traveling a lot.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going on besides, there's a lot of boxes and the other members are carrying small items, but Kwang-soo is carrying another of
Yeah.
himself. This is why we see fan picture of him and
Yeah.
picture of
With a
his-
giant blown up picture.
So that's what the episode is. So we don't know, but we will see that on Sunday, and we will definitely add our reactions to it because you guys see why Kwang-soo has that huge size of himself with him.
Like guys, I feel like really bad that we didn't do it for like 2 weeks in a row, especially last week's one was
The honeybee.
The honeybee one. We had such a great reaction. Like if we had recorded it, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, you guys will see us. We're not even sitting in a chair. We're jumping down.
we
up
were
and down.
we were jumping and crazy and everything. So we're hoping that we record this one and it's gonna be fun because it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on, and it doesn't seem like there's any spies. So it's gonna be interesting.
But yeah, besides that, do look forward to our next episode with the reaction. And yeah, that is it for this week's Running Man review, and we will see you guys next week.
All right,
Bye bye.
see you guys.